I'm standing in the area of my pasture that I have let grow long. Last year, this was the part that I let grow long and then kind of collapse on top of itself. I have purposefully kind of walked around this area all year. Oh cool, that is Timothy grass. Those are so cool. I love that because Timothy grass doesn't grow around here. That is a seed that has fallen out of their hay. They love Timothy. It's their favorite kind of grass because that's what they grew up on. So that's really cool. But I purposely walked around this area here, and so Puzzle and Ori have avoided it and let it continue to grow really long. That's again speaks to the power of presence among ruminants. The only reason that they haven't come in this area is because I have not come in this area. Let's turn. So it was kind of a gray kind of a day, but I was coming out here to look and see how well the grass was doing in this area. I don't mind that it's patchy because of course you know that the patchiness actually helps the land. So I found something that was interesting. Come look. So look here. First of all, there's trails in this, in which something has been sitting here in the grass, and I think it was either a cat or a raccoon of some kind, and possibly both, since one of them, that would probably be from the cat, attacked the other. Now it could just be a cat attacking a cat, but that's hair in this little spot, which means this is probably a vigil point for one of the mouse predators that used to sit here, and then while she or he was sitting there, another little mouse predator found them. There was a scuffle of some kind. But also, amid all of this tall grass, right here along beside my pipeline, where I have been for my water and my irrigation system, look at that. That's particularly interesting to me. I've never really, I think, paused to consider or reflect on when I find these little patches of moss or lichen or whatever it is, until I went out to the deserts here that are close by and found sagebush, and it had all this lichen growing around the roots. And I'm like, wait a sec, is that the return of something native, or does it come in the water? And it's something that has come up because of the water. I think it's something that's in the soil, and it's something that's already been here. But I'm going to have to do more research on that and figure out what it is and what it does. But it was still pretty cool to find it in my pasture today. Again, you have to be pretty observant to see what is happening in these spaces that you are stewarding. You've got to take notice of the really small things. And it's cool to find evidence of larger creatures there too, because you got cats and stuff, but as you can see out here, as I come out of this spot, turn around, that's all the area that I have left grown up and kind of more of a wild space. And then this is the area that Puzzle and Ori have been grazing. I haven't stayed over here a lot. Again, that was the area that was really grazed down really badly 2 years ago. And it hasn't gotten a whole lot of water because my sprinkler head right over there has been dead. So I haven't kept them in this area. Still going to bring you over here though, because this is pretty cool to see that the clovers have taken advantage of the light that they can reach because of the lack of grass. And these clovers are beneficial for the soil. They put nitrogen into the soil. So that's awesome. And there's no bare ground either. Right here, I would expect that to be completely bare because of how short it is. That area right there. But it's all covered with these teeny tiny little clover leaves, which is awesome to see. because that's protecting the soil. If we can keep Puzzle from eating it all. She loves clovers. Puzzle. Go, go, go. Good girl. Good girl. So I don't mind them eating this area that's a little bit thicker. But this down here underneath my feet is so super short and plush. And so we're in August now. This pasture has been doing really well all year. It's been watered really well too. So, and again, it's European grasses, so the roots are not deep at all. These European grasses they're genetically reliant on a lot of wet rain. And here in the Rocky Mountains, we don't get a ton of rain, and especially not in these last droughty years. So the water they get comes from the reservoir, which takes care of it here for this pasture, small, very small pasture, and for my breed of sheep that I've got. And it takes good care of them. I should note that the majority of the grass out here is orchard grass, and orchard grass is not their favorite. I have bought them whole bales of it, and they don't seem much interest in it. Like I said, Timothy is their favorite. And I was looking for, in this area, that, again, you can see the grass has grown along the fence line. I was looking to see if I could find some of that fairy grass I was talking about before, because I have had it identified. It is called, this is stuff over here. It's all of it this time of year is all brown. But this is actually cheatgrass is what they call it. I don't think that creatures, a lot of ruminants like to browse on it. I mean, it's a forage of some kind, I'm sure, but it's not well liked in the agricultural circle, I don't think. And not in the conservation circle either, because this stuff invades sagebrush habitat and I guess takes all the nutrients. I like it, it's pretty. More than that I can't say. Yeah. So that was what the majority of this area, this is where the deer lay down. The majority of this was cheatgrass that grew right here. And so naturally as it grew up, it also turned gray and fell down. But that's okay. We will take it. This cheatgrass, the dead pieces, it'll go straight back to the soil. It'll help protect that surface area, that soil area. And it'll probably, hopefully, give the opportunity for this fescue and brome to move in to this area here. But whether it does or not, I don't really mind. As long as the soil is being protected. And this, I believe, is a tomatillo. I'm going to just speed this video up so it's not so long. I talk kind of slow. But I don't want this in my pasture, even though it's good food for humans. Or the fruit anyway. The fruit right there is, I don't want it in my pasture. Before my pasture was a pasture, it was a gardening space. And these were in the soil bank from the people who owned the land before I did. So I don't want them here in my pasture. Pasture is for Puzzle and Ori, and it's only supposed to have grasses in it. So there you have it. And I will speed up the video probably so that you guys aren't being subjected to 10 minutes of my rambling. But yeah, that's the area I cut last year over there. And that's where I've been keeping Puzzle and Ori grazing whenever we come out here. Have you noticed that they kind of follow me around the pasture here? They're in sync with me. This area right here is where I've had them grazing because I'll sit myself right there
and they will just kind of graze in a vicinity of about 20 feet around me. So we all stay together. And that's the update. That's the pasture update for the end of the year. And I love it. I love the little piece of land I've got.